What's up, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here. They say the essential needs are food and water. For the mobile traveler and the geeks among us, it's food, water, and data. And now we have another way to get some mobile data. This is the wireless 4G LTE MiFi, long name 4110L Intelligent Mobile Hotspot by Novatel Wireless. This is a 4G MiFi device running on Verizon's LTE network. Let's go ahead and dig in. So I know what you're thinking, yay, he's unboxing a MiFi, but there's actually a decent amount to see here as opposed to other MiFi devices that I'll bring in. And of course, most importantly, we will be doing speed tests with all the MiFi devices that are roaming the Techno Buffalo labs. So stay tuned for that video. So here is the device itself in the box. From a plan standpoint, 50 bucks is going to get you 5 gigs of data, $10 over per gig. Or 80 bucks is going to double that to 10 gigs of data with that same $10 overage. This was sent by the folks at Verizon to review. 4G SIM card. It's so weird to see Verizon with a SIM card. I assume they probably already installed it, which they did. And here it is, a little bit thicker than other MiFi devices that we've seen, but there's a lot of good stuff that happens here that we haven't seen yet on some of these 4G LTE devices. So we'll kick that off to the side for just a minute. I assume all we're going to have in here is some information, a charger and a USB, and we do. It charges via micro USB, which is great, and you also have a little bit of a cleaning cloth or a bag for it. Take a real quick look at what this is so you can keep your device clean, I guess, microfiber cloth to hold it. Okay, so push all that business off to the side, and let's take a look at the device itself. Now this is the second MiFi device in Verizon's lineup. They launched a Samsung device a little while ago, about 3 weeks ago. We'll take a look at this here to see what the differences are as you're trying to decide which one might be right for you. The Novatel variety, so the one that we just opened up, is a little bit fatter and a little bit longer, but you are going to get full status indicators here on top. So let me go ahead and kick this on, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the device while I do that. I'll see if it has any power. So the green light is on. So this guy can do a lot of goodness. Verizon is saying it's going to get a typical download speeds, assuming you're in a 4G area, of 5 to 12 megabits per second and up of 2 to 5. You can connect up to 5 Wi-Fi enabled devices at one time, which is kind of neat. Slim, compact size, all that business. Battery usage up to 5 hours, auto shut off with 30-minute timer by default. You can actually charge this while you're using it as well, so you can plug it right into your computer and get ready to rock. And this does have a 3G fallback. So it appears it's booted up. One of the nice things about this guy is you can actually see your signal strength. With the other device, you only knew if you were on 4G or not, depending on the LED indicator light. With this, you can actually see whether or not you've got a 4G signal. And right in my office, 4G tends to go in and out if I go outside. I get a pretty decent 4G signal. Alright, so you guys didn't see this, but if you ever saw the movie Zoolander, when he spends a few minutes trying to smack the iMac to get the files out of the computer, that's sort of what I just spent doing here at the MiFi, hitting it, trying to get it to work. I had to realize that the SIM card that was pre-installed in here was actually installed upside down before I finally got to see a signal strength, which you get right there. You're going to have your battery, and it's also going to tell you how many users are connected by those little dots. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. There's just one user connected right here. What you're not going to want to see is that purple color light, which just means you're connected to 3G. What you're going to want to see is green. Green's going to mean you're connected to 4G. As soon as I step outside of my office, I got very strong 4G signal, as I mentioned. But inside here, not so strong, so it tends to turn on or off. I'll be stepping outside and doing a full 4G speed test of this device, and I'll compare it head-to-head with the other MiFi in Verizon stable. So if you get one of these and the SIM card's already installed, note to self, go ahead and check it out to make sure it is installed properly. It's very easy to connect to one of these. On the back, my thumb's covering it, there's a sticker there that tells you what the Wi-Fi network is and the password, and you can log in to the IP address to actually give you directions in this master your device book to log in and change the password very easily. It's actually right on the last page. If you end up picking one of these up, that's how you're going to do it. You're going to want to go to http //192.168.1.1, and that'll let you change the network name and the password to something that you're going to remember that's not a 10 long numerical code. So this is the MiFi 4G LTE, the Novatel variety for Verizon Wireless. This is a long-winded unboxing, but you guys know that's how I do. I love to hear myself talk. Hope you guys enjoyed, and again, we'll be doing full speed tests here coming up. Is 4G MiFi something that you're interested in? Would you use it? If you do a lot of traveling, it's probably going to be something that's a lifesaver. This, of course, obviously has 3G fallback, as you can tell by that violet blinking light, or purple blinking light, depending on what color you want it to have. So you do sort of get the best of both worlds, and should that ever turn green and you're rocking a 4G signal, you'll be getting very, very, very fast speeds. I know when I was at CES last year in Vegas, where 4G was alive and well, I was pulling down upwards of 16 megabits per second, which was awesome. Anyway guys, I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo, and I'll see you in the next video.